Today we're going to be talking about evaluating a function, and I wanted to go over some basic terminology. This here is read f of x, this one is read g of t, and this one is read k of r. This first part here is the function's name, so when I refer to it, maybe I say g of 3. What that's telling me is to go to the g function and replace this variable with that number. So I would then write 3 squared minus 1, and I can solve it, okay? So some of the parts are, so this is a name. Excuse me. This inside of the parentheses tells me which variable is used in the equation. Notice how this x and that x match. T and T, R and R. This is the variable in here. So when I write something in the parentheses, it is literally telling me take that variable and replace it with this amount, okay? After that, this part has nothing to do with the equation. Once you have this is the only part that matters. This does not get combined with that, okay? So the function name part does not get combined with the function itself. It tells me what to do with it, but that is all. So let's look at some. So in your homework or other places, you're going to see where you have several different functions listed. And what you're going to want to do is match the name to the function and then plug in that number. So for the first one, right, this is 0, so I want 0 squared plus 1 under my radical. This is the square root of 1. You tell me the answer is plus or minus 1. Done. In g of negative 3, I'm going to go to my g function, and I'm going to plug it in. And I'm going to say 2 times negative 3 squared plus 7, and we're going to solve. That's 2 times 9 plus 7, 18 plus 7, and that is, what is that? That's a 5, what, 25? 25. Okay, and there's my answer. This last one is telling me take 7 and plug it into the h function. So we are going to say 3 divided by 7 plus 4. That's 3 over 11. That's as simplified as possible. Done. Okay. Here, we are doing the same thing. Okay, I still have my 3 functions at the top. My names, okay. I can match my names to different things. But notice this time, I don't want you to plug in a number. I want you to plug in a letter. So I'm going to replace the given variable with what I have. So f of w, this is now going to read w squared plus 1, square root of it. That's all I can do. I cannot do anything else to it. That is as simplified as possible. If I go to do h, I'm going to plug in b. It's 3 over b plus 4. That's done. There is nothing else I can do. It's as simplified as possible. Looking at g, this is 2k squared plus 7. That's it. Okay, I'm not doing anything more. Even if I wanted to do, let's say, h of, let's say, x plus, let's not do x, h of r plus 4. This then becomes 3 over r plus 4 again. You tell me this is, sorry, 3 over r plus 8. Done. Simplified as I can get it. Oops, hold on. Yes, we're good. Okay, so now we're on to piecewise functions. And piecewise functions are still a type of function. We'll get to them in a little bit. I have not assigned homework on it, but please take these notes on it. And I'm going to explain to you how this works. A piecewise function is a function that's broken up into pieces, hence the name. It still has a name, f. Okay, it still tells you what variable is being used, x. Notice the x's. Okay, but the difference is, notice how there's more than one equation. So I have this piece of the equation has this function, and this piece of the equation has this function. Then you see the word if, and that's going to tell you what x's work for that particular function. So for the top one, only x's that are less than 4 can be plugged into that one, nothing else, okay? In the bottom one, it's telling you only x's that are between 4 and 10. Okay, so if it goes above 10, there's no solution because I have nothing else for above 10. But only this equation gets used if the number's between here. So how do we solve this? Well, we're going to look at the first number. I have f of -5. So -5. Is it less than 4 or is it between 4 and 10? The answer is it's less than 4. So the only equation I'm going to use is the 2x. 2 times -5 plus 3. And then I would solve that. If 10 plus 3, -7 is my answer, and I am done. I am only using one equation. Only one for each answer. Okay, so now I have f of 8. Well, is it less than 4? No. Okay, is it between 4 and 10? Yes. So I'm going to plug it into the bottom one. This is 8 squared minus 1. 64 minus 1, that gives me 63. My answer, and I'm done. I'm only using the one equation it works for. This one's a little trickier because it's 4. It is a inflection point. It's going to make a difference. So this one here, if you notice, it says x is less than 4. Less than, not equal to, just less than. This one here is 4 is less than or equal to. Because I have the or equal to, this 4 gets plugged into the bottom equation. So I'm going to say this is 4 squared minus 1. You tell me it's 16 minus 1. You tell me the answer is 15. And that is it. Okay, if you have questions, email me, come to the Google Meet and ask questions in the classroom. There every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesdays I'm available for anybody who needs extra help. Just let me know. Talk to you guys later.